Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu and today we will discuss very important current affairs of 23rd of October 2021. You can see two best images of the day, but today we will discuss very important and the most important current affairs. So watch this video till last. But I am requesting you all the students that you can download an application from the description box link. Name of the application is Careers Cloud. You can also log in with your email ID and after that you can click on this crack current affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. But how we are covering this current affair? We are providing you daily section. In the daily section, we are providing three things. One is detail, second is question and answer format, and third is the quiz section, which you can attempt on an application on daily basis. Next is the weekly section. Again, we are providing three things. One is detail, second is question and answer format, and third is the quiz section. And you can attempt this quiz on an application on weekly basis. Most important is the monthly section, and we are providing four type of things. One is detail PDF. Second is question and answer format of PDF. Next is best 100 current affair, that is also provided in the form of question and answer, and the pocket PDF. It means the 2-liner and the 3-liners current affair will be provided to you so that you can revise these current affairs very quickly before your exam. But to enhance your performance further, we are also providing 20 most important topic wise PDFs so that you can, if you want to revise one particular topic, you can revise from that type of PDFs. If you are a banking student, we are providing three things. One is detail, second is question and answer format, and third is the quiz section. But all these three things are only related to banking and economy, and you can attempt this section, this quiz section from our application on monthly basis. If you want to cover all the past current affair of 2021 just from single PDF, then you can use this exam PDF. We are providing detailed budget and economic survey. Also, expected question and answer will be provided to you so that you can recall that examiners can make these type of questions from budget and economic survey. And if you are appearing for your respective state exam, we are also providing state current affair, and the most important thing that we are covering every state and union territory. So all these three things, basically all these things comes under only one subscription. You have to just download our application Careers Cloud from the description box link, then log in with the email ID, then click on this crack current affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the current affairs prices are very much low. But if you're a new student, you're just starting your preparation, then I'm advising you to subscribe for 2 years. And on both subscriptions, we are providing 10% extra discount if you use this code ASH10. And if you have any query, you can email us or you can call us on this number or email ID. So let's start 23rd of October 2021. But first of all, you have to like this video. You have to share this video as maximum as possible, at least to your one friend. And please subscribe this channel before proceeding. And you can join also our Telegram channel from the description box link. Here is the first question in the most important section. Who has been honored with the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award at International Film Festival of India 2021? The most important thing here is the Satyajit Ray Award. So you have to remember the year 2021 marks the birth centenary. It means the 100th year of Satyajit Ray, the master of the Indian cinema. And recognizing the legacy of Satyajit Ray, the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award for Excellence in Cinema has been instituted in which year? In 2021. And it will be annually given by the International Film Festival of India from the 52nd award. So remember, this is the International Film Festival of India. Every year it is hosted by one state. This is known as Goa. And this is the 52nd edition of International Film Festival of India. And the inaugural award, it means the first time this award, Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award, was won by two persons. One is Martin Scorsese and the second one is the Esteban Sazebo. So answer of this question is both B and C. D is the answer. But you have to remember Martin Scorsese belongs to United States of America and Esteban Sazebo, he basically belongs to Budapest. And all the students I think know where is Budapest. It is in Hungary. And you have to remember this Martin Scorsese, he won the Oscar for directing 2007 very famous movie which is The Departed. Departed. This is the name of the movie for which this Martin Scorsese won the Oscar award. So you can also remember. And Esteban Sazebo belongs to Hungary, or you can say Budapest, and he was the first director from the Hungary to win the Oscar for the best foreign language movie. You don't have to remember that these personalities won the Oscar award because examiner will not ask. Examiner will ask simple question like same as in slide. But you have to again remember this is the 52nd edition of International Film Festival of India, and the name of the focus country is not one. Basically BRICS countries are the focus countries. So it means Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa are the focus country at the 52nd International Film Festival of India and 52nd edition, which will be held in hybrid format. So the winners were announced by Anurag Thakur. Why Anurag Thakur? Because Anurag Thakur is currently Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting. So remember these things, these are very, very important, which I told you. And you can also see here the images like Martin Scorsese from United States of America and Esteban Zebo from Budapest or Hungary to be honored with the first Satyajit Ray Award, which was honored at the 52nd International Film Festival of India. And you can also remember this name, Fumizile Lambo. So she recently won very important award, which is known as Global Goals Award. Global Goals Award. Global Goals Award of 2021, and this award was presented by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So she is very important. So again, all the things which I told you are very, very important. Moving to next question. So only one question was there in the most important section. Now we are moving to very important question section. You have to like this video. You have to share this video as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform, and you can also join a Telegram channel from the description box link. Here is the question. Which state has launched a web portal named eMunetram to review infrastructure projects? So again, very important, and the keyword is eMunetram. So if I told you the chief minister, then you can guess, and chief minister is M.K. Stalin. So answer of this question is very simple. Answer is Tamil Nadu. So the chief minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, has launched a web portal named eMunetram to review the progress of all the important infrastructure projects in the state. And this eMunetram platform was basically developed by Tamil Nadu e-governance agency, and currently the portal will work as a private portal, and the portal will allow all the information and technology or the IT related companies to interact with the government and contribute to planning and the policy making. And it contains all the detail, all the key details of the project, like you can say when this project was started, start dates, ending dates, cost estimates, project progress on both financial and the physical parameters on a monthly basis, even location data and the photographs of the site on a periodic basis, so that we can recognize that this much time is left for the project and this much expenditure is done on this project. So this is started by Tamil Nadu. And you can also remember chief minister is M.K. Stalin and governor is R.N. Ravi. R.N. Ravi was earlier the governor of which state? He was the governor of Nagaland. But now Nagaland's additional charge goes to Jagdish Mukhi, who is currently the governor of Assam also. And you can also remember former governor of Tamil Nadu, Banwarilal Purohit. Banwarilal Purohit is currently governor of which state? He is currently governor of Punjab. And you can also remember Annamalai National Park is there, Mudumalai National Park is there, Gaundi, Guindy, I think this is the spelling. Gaundi National Park is also in the Tamil Nadu. Now we are moving to the next question, but you can see here it is Tamil Nadu e-governance agency who has developed the eMunetram launched by the chief minister Stalin. Which company will build India's largest green hydrogen plant? We are talking about largest green hydrogen plant because earlier NTPC also discussed about the green hydrogen plant, and it will be 5 megawatt. And it will be established in Ladakh and also the neighboring areas. But you have to remember this is the largest green hydrogen plant and total capacity is 10 megawatt. Remember 10 megawatt is the largest green hydrogen plant, and it will be set up by Gas Authority of India Limited, but location is not yet final. So don't stress on the location, it is not yet final. One of the places like they are discussing about in Madhya Pradesh, but you don't have to remember, we will definitely cover when location is finalized. So answer of this question is Gas Authority of India Limited is all to set build India's largest green hydrogen making plant of 10 megawatt of capacity in 12 to 14 months. It means in the next 1 or 1.5 year, they will build this 10 megawatt green hydrogen plant. And the plant will supplement GAIL's natural gas business with the carbon free fuel. And the produced hydrogen will be sold to the fertilizer units, or you can say makers, because the government has mandated to use the hydrogen as a fuel. And NTPC also announced the 5 megawatt hydrogen plant in the Ladakh, and also announced to build these type of the hydrogen plant in the some other states. And remember, to achieve the target of raising the share of natural gas, government also targeted 15% of total energy should be from natural gas by the year of 2030. Currently, India is dependent on the natural gas like almost 6.2%, but we have a target of 15% by the year of 2030. And you can also remember about Gas Authority of India Limited. Its chairman and managing director is Manoj Jain. Manoj Jain. Now we are moving to next question, but you can see here it is Gas Authority of India Limited and total capacity is 10 megawatt. Next, who has been elected as the first ever president of Barbados? First of all, you have to remember where is Barbados. Barbados is like a Caribbean island, one of the Caribbean island, and the Governor General of Barbados name is Dame Sandra Mason. So answer of this question is B. Has been elected as the first ever president of Barbados. Barbados is a Caribbean island, and she will replace Britain Queen Elizabeth II. Remember this keyword, Queen Elizabeth II, as a new head of the Barbados. So Sandra Mason, you can say, has been serving as the Governor General, of Barbados since 2018. And Barbados will remove Queen Elizabeth II as the head of the state and gain the status of republic. So this is important. And after this, you can say swearing ceremony, which will be held on 30th of November 2021, and it marks the 55th anniversary of Barbados independence from the Britain. And Sandra Mason have been serving as the Governor General since 2018. And you can also remember that at present Queen Elizabeth II is the head of state of 15 Commonwealth countries. Commonwealth countries are those countries on which Britain ruled, and these are known as the Commonwealth countries. So at present Queen Elizabeth II is the head of the state of 15 Commonwealth countries, including Barbados and including the United Kingdom. So you can also remember. And where is Barbados? You can see here. This is Barbados. This is North America. You can say this is South America. And between North and South, these are basically Caribbean islands, and this is Barbados. You can see here the capital is Bridgetown and the currency is Barbados dollar. So this is the lady. Barbados has elected Sandra Mason, or the full name is Dame Sandra Mason, as its first president. So remember this. Moving to next question, Adidas signed whom as the global brand ambassador of the company? So many, you can say, faces are there as a brand ambassador of Adidas, like you can say Mirabai Channu is there, Lovlina Borgohain is there, Indian boxers like Nikhat Zareen is there, Simranjit Kaur is there, sprinter Hima Das is there, squash player Deepika Palikal is there. So all these are the brand ambassador of Adidas, but now a new name is added. It is Deepika Padukone. So answer of this question is A. So Adidas is a German sportswear. Remember, it is a German sportswear major, has appointed Bollywood actress Deepika Padukone as its global brand ambassador, and she will endorse Adidas women globally. So remember this. But you can also see here the image of KL Rahul, very talented player of India. So Realme, a Chinese smartphone brand, you have to remember it is a Chinese smartphone brand if you don't know, has appointed Indian cricketer KL Rahul as its brand ambassador for its smartphone category. And the association of Realme with KL Rahul is, you can say, will reinstate the brand ideology of being youth oriented. So the primary target of this partnership is to millennials in India. So KL Rahul for the Realme mobile brand, and Deepika Padukone basically for the Adidas, it is a German brand. Moving to next question. A book titled Actually I Met Them, M.O.M.I.A., authored by whom? So this is very famous book, and this is written by very famous poet and lyricist Gulzar. So answer of this question is Gulzar. And what is the original name of Gulzar? It is Sampuran Singh Kalra. Sampuran Singh Kalra. This is the original name of Gulzar Sahab. Kalra. So a book titled Actually I Met Them, M.O.M.I.A., authored by Indian poet, lyricist and director Gulzar ji, and the book is published by Penguin Random House India. And you can also see a very beautiful cover page of this book, and this is Gulzar, very beautiful picture. Actually I Met Them, a memoir, and this is released by Penguin Random House India. And in this memoir, Gulzar has shared interesting facts about legends like you can say Kishore Kumar, Bimal Roy, Ritwik Ghatak, Rishikesh Mukherjee, and many others Bollywood personalities who were very famous. So that's why the name of the book is Actually I Met Them, and them stands for these personalities. And Sampuran Singh Kalra is professionally named or professionally known as Gulzar or Gulzar Sahab. So remember, this book is written by Gulzar Sahab. Next, what is the name of the first domestically developed space rocket which is launched by South Korea? So this is again very important question. You have to tell me the name of the rocket, and it is the first homegrown space rocket launched by the South Korea at the Naro Space Center. So this is the name of the space center, not the name of the spacecraft. So name of the space rocket is Nuri. So answer of this question is D. So it is a 3-stage rocket, remember. It is a 3-stage rocket powered by 5 rocket engines. Powered by 5 rocket engines to complete its first and second stages. Another engine is used during the rocket's final stage. Although the mission was incomplete. Why this mission was incomplete? Because as the third state engine stopped burning about 50 seconds earlier than expected, but South Korea would press ahead by being the 10th nation to send a satellite into space on his own technology. This is keyword because it is a domestically developed space rocket which is known as Nuri. And South Korea is hoping to send an explorer to the moon by the year of 2030. Moon 2030. And remember about South Korea. South Korea, you can say Prime Minister. Prime Minister is Kim Boo Young. This is the Prime Minister, but real power lies with President, and President is Moon Jae-in. This is the name of the President, and capital is Seoul, and currency, language is Korean, and currency you all know it is won. Moving to next question, you can also see here South Korea launched first homegrown space rocket, which is known as Noor. Who broke 7-year national record and bags gold medal in swimming? So the important keyword here is the record which was made before 7 year, now it was broke and it is in swimming. So answer of this question is Riddhima Virender Kumar. Answer of this question is D. So she belongs to Karnataka, and Karnataka swimmer Riddhima Virender Kumar bagged the gold medal in 50-meter backstroke for Group 2 girls in Bengaluru, a record-breaking performance at the 37th sub-junior and 47th junior national championship. You can see here the picture of Riddhima Virender Kumar, who bags the gold medal in the 50-meter backstroke in the Group 2 girls in Bengaluru and breaks 7-year record of Mana Patel. So, Riddhima led with powerful strokes to clock 29.94 seconds. It means she completed in 29.94 seconds and broke the 7-year national record of Manas Patel record of 30.37 seconds. It means the lap which was completed by Mana Patel in 30.37 seconds, this is completed by Virender Kumar, this Riddhima Virender Kumar by 29.94 seconds, and this record was created in 2014. Now she broke this record in 2021. But you can also remember Shalini Dikshit also belongs to Karnataka. She won the silver medal, and Nitya Sagu won the bronze medal and belongs to Telangana. So you can just remember the 7-year national record, it was broken by Riddhima Virender Kumar. So now we are moving to next question. Which bank partnered with the Pine Labs to expand its merchant acquiring and point of sale services? Very simple question. If you want to expand the point of sale machine services to the other customers, then the one and only and the powerful company is Pine Labs, who is providing this point of sale machines, but the banking services will be provided by Kotak Mahindra Bank. So it means the point of sale machines and the services will be provided by Pine Labs, but the banking services will be provided by Kotak Mahindra Bank. That's why they tied up, and they will provide point of sale services and the banking services. So through this tie-up, merchants in India will be able to get the advantage of the Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited point of sale payment solutions along with the Pine Labs technology stack to help grow their business. But you have to remember Kotak Mahindra Bank. Kotak Mahindra Bank has the first financial company in India to be converted into the commercial bank. After that, so many financial companies converted into the commercial bank, but this is the first. And it started in 2003. Its MD and CEO, I think all the students know, it is Uday Kotak. And its headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. You can see here Kotak Mahindra partners with the Pine Lab to expand the point of sale services. Next is which space technology startup? We are talking about space startups signed a MOU with the Lawrence and Turbo to address the increasing demand for affordable access to the space. It means these type of the startups and the L&T will make the best to best technology for the space. And these startups are like Bellatrix Aerospace and Dhruv Space. So answer of this question is both A and B. Just remember this question as same as in slide. And you can also remember that these agreements are signed during the Dubai Expo 2020. And Bellatrix Aerospace was the first private Indian company to develop and test a half-effect thruster, a type of ion thruster basically in which the propellant is accelerated by an electric field. You don't have to remember, but we discussed this question like in the last month. And Dhruva Space is again very important company, and it is a developer of satellites and the launch platform. So ISRO is also boosting the startups in the space sector, and ISRO is also saying that these type of the startups can use the ISRO facilities. So that's why there is a need of these type of the MOUs, so that affordable access to the space can be increased. So answer of this question is Bellatrix and the Dhruva Space. Very simple question, just remember the question as same as in slide. Moving to next question. Which state signed MOU with the top technological firms to launch a program for the skill training of the students of the state? And this state is Goa. So just remember, the Goa Government Directorate of Higher Education has signed a memorandum of understanding with the top technological firms, like you can say TCS is there, Tata Consultancy Services, ACM is there, Association for the Computing Machinery, and Google CS is also there, Google Computing Services, to launch a program for the skill training to the students studying in the colleges across the state. So what can be the objective? Objective is it will provide skills to college and the school students, and it will empower with them the employability skill sets, and the skills like artificial intelligence, machine learning, you can say cloud computing. These type of the education will be provided, these type of the skills will be provided to the students, so that they can become the future ready. And with this collaboration, they launched a first program named Kaushalya Saptak. Saptak stands for week, and it will be launched for a week, like from 8th of November to 13th of November. And this program imparts training in the various skills, including communication, you can say computer skills, coding, etc. to the students. And you can also remember about Goa. Chief Minister is Pramod Sawant, and Governor is P.S. Sridharan Pillai. And Molam National Park is also in Goa. Move to next, and you can also see here. Next is Pakistan to remain in the grey list of Global Terror Financing Watchdog, which is known as Financial Action Task Force. So the Global Terror Financing Watchdog, Financial Action Task Force, retained Pakistan in the grey list until it signifies the action being taken against the organization chief, which is known as Jamaat ud Dawa. Chief is Hafiz Sayyid, and Jaish-e-Mohammed, founder Masood Azhar, who are listed as the global terrorist by the United Nations. Even FATF also added Jordan, Mali, and the Turkey in the grey list. And grey list is also called the increased monitoring list. Increased monitoring list. Those countries who have failed to curb the issues like money laundering and the terrorist financing in their countries added in this category. And you can also remember about FATF. FATF headquarters is in Paris. And current presidentship lies with Germany for 2 years, like 2022-22. And current president is Dr. Marcus. Moving to next, it is our important question section. But first of all, you have to like this video. You have to share this video as maximum as possible, and please subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform, and you can join our Telegram channel from the description box link. The only one question from the picture, that India rises in the FIFA ranking by 1 spot. Like earlier, India's rank was 107th in the all over world FIFA's ranking, but now it is 106th, and this has happened because India recently won very important tournament, and name of this tournament is SAF. SAFF. SAF stands for South Asian Football Federation. So this is won by India. We discussed this question in the last video, and this was against Nepal. And you can also remember the number 1 team all over world according to the FIFA ranking is Belgium. And second rank goes to Brazil, and third rank goes to third rank is France. So you can remember first, second, and the third rank. And remember about FIFA. This is Federation International de Football Association. Its headquarters is in Zurich. Zurich is in Switzerland, and it was established in which year? It was established in 1904. And who is the president? President is Gianni Infantino, GI. Next, we are moving to the one-liner important point. Here is the first point. South Korea launched Nuri space rocket. It is the, you can say, first homegrown, and the home technology is used by the South Korea, and name is Nuri. Next is ITI Lite partners with the ICICI Bank to offer commercial credit card for the travel expenses to the business. So first of all, you have to remember about ITI Lite. It is an all-in-one business travel and expense management platform, and it is a Bengaluru-based organization. And this partnership will enable the companies to get the ICICI Bank Central Travel Account Card. This is type of a credit card, and make travel booking for the employees at a discounted rate on the ITI Lite platform. So this is ICICI. Next, International Stuttering Awareness Day 2021 observed on the 22nd of October. It is just to create awareness about the stuttering and spread the knowledge about the stuttering and the stigma related to it. And the stuttering awareness campaign was launched the sea green color ribbon as the symbol since 2000. Next is IIFCL. IIFCL, you have to remember, it is India's Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. India's Infrastructure Finance Company Limited got approval of RBI to finance InvITs. InvITs stand for Infrastructure Investment Trust Instruments. What are these instruments? These are instruments like mutual funds that will enable direct investment of the small amounts of the money from a number of individual or the institution investors in infrastructure project to earn a small portion of the income as a return. It means now this organization, this is known as India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited, can invest in the funds like you can say Infrastructure Investment Trust funds, and this is approved by RBI. Again, just read this news. Next, Sport Authority of India appointed PK Garg as the CEO of TOPS. What is the meaning of TOPS? TOPS stand for Target Olympic Podium Scheme. So this is Target Olympic Podium Scheme. So it is a flagship program of the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, and it is to improve India's performance in the Olympics and Paralympics. And it was launched in 2014 so that maximum to maximum medals, maximum to maximum talent can be, you can say, created, especially for the Olympics and the Paralympics. And CEO of this organization is now PK Garg, and it is washed under the Sports Authority of India, whose Director General is Sandeep. Remember, Sandeep Pradhan. And headquarters is in New Delhi. It was established in 1984. Next, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar ji visited to Israel from 17th to 21st of October, and this was the Subramaniam Jaishankar's first visit to Israel as the External Affairs Minister, because newly Prime Minister recently elected, it was Naftali Bennett. And both countries have decided to establish an international forum on the economic cooperation, and name of this economic forum will be New Quad. So you have to remember, this New Quad is a forum, it is an economic cooperation forum, and it is India's and Israel forum. And India and Israel to restart both the nations' free trade negotiations from November 2021, which will be concluded in 2022. And remember about Israel, capital is Jerusalem and the currency is Israeli shekel. Here is the question of the day. What was the question of 22nd of October? Very simple question. Which of the following river in the Africa crosses the equator twice? So you can say this is equator basically, and this river starts from here and it goes like this. So it cuts the equator 2 times, and this is river Congo. So answer of this question is 4. You can also see here the picture. This is the Congo river, you can see here. This is the Congo river, and this is equator, and it cuts basically 2 times. So that's why answer of this question is D, Congo river. But again, one question is the question of the day, and it is again from the world geography, again from the African continent. In which country is the Africa's highest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro, is located? 2 questions are there. One is like highest mountain of Africa, it is Mount Kilimanjaro, and it is situated in which country of Africa? You have to tell me only in the options. I will only in the comment box. I am waiting your answer. Please like this video, like as maximum as possible, and please subscribe this channel, and please share to your one friend at least, and please press this bell button and join a Telegram group from the description box link, and it is Affairs Club. Promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section. Don't take life so much serious. Life is fun. Always be happy, and thank you for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.